Hi, I'm Madison Hamilton, and I'm here with Garrett Vanover. Garrett, will you please introduce yourself?
I'm Garrett. I play D tackle for a football team, and I'm currently studying communications at Siena Heights.
So, Garrett, what got you into football, and when did you start playing?
Uh, I started football when I was 5 years old in kindergarten, no, preschool. What got me into it was my dad. My dad's kind of a meathead. He's all about football and being aggressive, and he just wanted me to play. And ever since, I just stuck with it. And some rough times in it, but I love it still.
Did you have anybody besides your dad that influenced you to play or that you looked up to while you were playing?
Definitely my brother. He's 5 years old. He's 25. He was a legend at our high school. He's got his own Hall of Fame plaque and stuff. And I've always wanted to be better than him. Even if I wasn't, I just want to be better off and on the field than him. Also, my uncle, he was a coach for Notre Dame offensive line. He helped me get through some tough times and to stick with it and fight through things.
So, what was your career like in high school?
High school was tough. Freshman year, I played for the freshman team. I mean, just an average freshman year, freshman player. Sophomore year was okay. I played varsity. End of sophomore year, I lost my mom. She died of cardiac arrest. Uh, we
So,
lost her late.
tell me more about that. That's obviously a very large tragedy. How did you cope with that as being such a young kid? You're just in high school.
Um, to be honest with you, I wanted to quit everything. Quit football, quit lacrosse. Um, I wanted to quit school. It was definitely hard to deal with, but I mean, the support cast I had was outstanding. I mean, the next morning, after my mom passed, we had 35 people in our living room sitting there with us, and sadly enough, our grandma died the next day to breast cancer. But the support cast, I would probably be somewhere dark or would not be here if it wasn't for the supporting cast.
So how did you take that tragedy? Losing your mom and then your grandmother so sudden. How did you take this tragedy and kind of motivate you, and turn it into something positive?
Um, I took as the cliche saying, "Pain is only temporary. If you quit, it'll last forever." Um, Obviously it's hard, but I'm not the only one that goes through it in this world. Each person has their own battle, whether it's with their own sickness, disease, and it's you who's going to get you past it. You can have your support cast, you can have your family, you can have your mom, you can have your dad, but in all, it's you. You're the person who's going to get you through it. And it's important to not give up on what you dreamed on playing for. So, I dreamed of playing college. And if I would have given up, I wouldn't be here. And it's important for me. I go to high schools and talk to about it and that they have to keep pushing forward. Don't give up on things.
So I know by watching Sienna's team and stuff that you suffered an injury last year. You had a little bit of a scare with your ACL. Did you kind of go back to that dark place? Like, how did you get through that?
So obviously it happened against Robert Morris. It was a third down play. I went to spin, my leg stuck in the ground, and someone landed right into it. It ended up being a grade 1 tear. Um, Pretty bad, but not enough for surgery. It definitely brought me down because I felt like I was letting the team down. I felt like I was overrated in a way of the way they talked about me coming in and wanting to play real well, and I let them down as a person. But you can't stop an injury from coming. It's just that's a freak accident. But if you look at like all these NFL players, they tear their ACLs and they come back and struggle with it. I felt like I did a good job of being smart and rehabbing it. But I'm the type of player that's gonna sacrifice that leg so I can get my team a ring or a championship because they're like my brothers. I love them more than anything, and I'd sacrifice everything I could to get them a ring.
Yeah, and like going with that, I feel like did like a lot of your team members help you through the grieving process of your mom? Like, I can't even
Definitely,
imagine.
Definitely. In high school, I had I don't know, I had Grant Coleman, Justin Wise, Tyler Neck, they're all at Siena, and they were just there for me too. I mean, they were huge factors in helping out. The whole high school team at my mom's visitation, I had all 80 of the players come in and come give me a hug and say hi to my mom. It was an open casket, and they wouldn't stop by, give her respects. And I, ever since like that happened, it's just like football is just not a sport; it's a brotherhood. It's something that's going to turn you from a boy to a man.
All right, Garrett, thank you so much for taking the time and good luck in your spring season.
Thank you so much.